Peace, peace, peace. This your brother Monroe Jr. coming back at you. So, New York Police Union is now offering $500 reward to citizens who take down suspects. Yeah, y'all hear this? To citizens who takes down suspects. Now, if we know that white people, let's just keep it, let's be real. Because, I mean, you know that's who's going to benefit from this. You know if it's a black man taking down a white person, that's you know, they'll spin the situation. But if it's a white person, you see, because white people already, a lot of them already have the mindset that whenever black people are doing something that they deem abnormal, or even if they're just in their neighborhoods, oftentimes that they're committing a crime or near them in a business. We've seen that, or at a park. We've seen that on multiple occasions. Lately with the at the barbecue situation at the park, the little girl trying to sell cookies in front of the business. I mean, over and over again, we see where white Americans falsely call on black Americans, and I think there's a senator out of New York who's actually fighting to get a bill passed that will have those whom call on people, and it's not an actual serious offense or an actual crime, that the person that's calling could be potentially charged. That would be good. That would be good to get some of these white supremacists charged, you know. But this I don't think this is going to be productive to society to reward somebody saying that if they're a bystander of a crime in New York, according to police, they're looking to pay civilians $500. Okay, all right. See, that's just gonna make the streets more hostile, man. Cause you got a lot of poor whites out here. You know, you got a lot of poor people in general. And man, you tell them they can get $500 for that. It says if they're able to wrestle resistant suspects to the ground. And the Sergeants Benevolent Association is hoping the $500 will implore people recording videos of officers arresting a suspect to get in on the action. Lord have mercy. Boy, these people off the chain. That's what the police are there for. Hell, they're already the biggest gang in town. They already do commit the most wrongdoing, most of them. Most of them wear their authority on their shoulders when they're supposed to be servants of the people. It's the people's tax dollars that absolutely pay these people's salary. And I think about how lawyers have to go to school to get educated, right? They have to get all their education to learn about the law. And then here these cats come. In 6 months to a year, they can become a police officer licensed to kill, right? Then they're unified in their madness with their unions. And then excuse my audio went out again. But yeah, that's basically they getting on code. That's all that is. They saying, to your average whites and poor whites, hey, we got a little cash to, we got some extra funds we can help get to you if you just help us out a little bit. If you want to get in on the action, we got a little bit more money for you. You dig? So, we as black people and brown people, we really have to be wise in dealing with these people because they don't have our best interest. I don't understand why we even like being around them. And that's why black and brown men, if you have a desire to become a police and you have some degree of good character, listen to me, because we don't need Oreo cookies in there now that got the black face, but they white on the they white on the inside. I'm talking about good brothers who really want to protect and patrol their communities, become police officers. We need you all in our communities, right? We need people who truly care about our communities, not these white, scared to death officers who shoot first, ask questions later, who piss in their pants whenever they come into any type of altercation with us, or when it comes to any type of disputes with us. They don't know how to handle themselves, right? Because they aren't properly trained. They don't understand our culture. They don't understand what it's like to be a black or brown man in the hills of North America. So we need our own to deal with our own, right? So I just wanted you all to have, know what's going on, have this report. This is your brother Monroe Jr. I'm signing off. Peace. Excuse me, my audio went out. But like I was saying, then they go to jury and their white judge or white jurors help to protect the police in their madness. We back the blue. Yeah, you back the blue as long as the blue is doing wrong to the black and the brown. Hell, you don't back the blue whenever they kill white or whenever they mess over white. So y'all can miss me with that we back the blue stuff, man. Just like the NRA. When it's injustice against white people, oh, they own one. They unified, right? But all of these innocent killings of black people, you don't hear nothing from the NRA. That shows you that the foundation or the root of the movement is racist, is white supremacy. So we, if anything, hell, we need to have our own black NRA or whatever. Own black and brown everything, right? We can't depend on these people for our protection. But to go on, it says, he continued, far too often we see police officers engage in violent struggles with perpetrators, while members of the public stand and take videos of the incident. That's what they supposed to do, right? This has got to stop, and hopefully this program will incentivize good Samaritans to do the right thing. State Senator Mark Golden, Republican, Brooklyn, who is a retired police officer, is proposing a new Good Samaritan law, which would address existing liability issues. The current Good Samaritan law does not protect citizens who arrest first responders. It is my intent to introduce legislation in the Senate that corrects this shortcoming, says Golden's office. The SBA is looking to pay out rewards, but it's also hoping pro-cop groups, listen to this, that's a code word, pro-cop groups. They basically saying, hey, sometimes we having too much trouble with these black and brown people. We need a little extra help. You dig? And then it says, and private citizens would pitch in. However, the SBA hasn't explained fully what constitutes adequate help to warrant the $500 reward. And the source of this is the New York Post. Excuse